Is Ed Sheeran copying The Weeknd? 2020 was a pretty good year in music. In a world where everyone was locked down, the music seemed to only want to dance. But of course, not without the melancholic themes. On one hand, Dua Lipa stormed the charts with Don't Start Now, a splendid new disco song that perfectly encompassed moving on from a relationship. On the other hand, The Weeknd recalled the greatness of 80s synth pop with his monstrous take on isolation and heartbreak with Blinding Lights. That type of juxtaposition defined the year in music for 2020. Blinding Lights has become a juggernaut of sorts. It became the most successful song in Billboard Hot 100 history. It peaked at number 1, becoming 2020's biggest hit, and broke the all-time record for the longest charting song, lasting 90 weeks. It is expected to rank at number 1 on the chart's all-time list. The Weeknd has become a towering star, long removed from his humble anonymous beginnings in the genre of alternative R&B, which also proved to be highly influential within itself. Unlike his alternative R&B sound where he forged a very distinctive sound, with After Hours and Blinding Lights, he simply recalled the 80s synth-pop sound and repackaged it with a Weeknd stamp. It barely took a year for this sound and trend to become a pop radio mainstay once again. With the enormous staying power that Blinding Lights had, it was unlikely that this sound would fade back to the 80s. But now it seems like everyone is attempting to recreate the magic of Blinding Lights. We may not be living in a post-pandemic world just yet, but we are surely living in a post-after-hours world. Many stars have tried to squeeze some of the after-hours juice onto their projects, but one of the most apparent, especially aesthetically, is superstar Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran returned to music with his massive comeback single Bad Habits. I was like, I don't know if this world needs a depressing, sad, slow acoustic song when it's all opening up, Sheeran said. He wrote the song in January 2021 to surprise people and make something that was totally different to what is expected of him. Bad Habits was supposed to be his big reinvention, and all he served was a grade B able from the suit to the 80s style beats and self-indulgent lyrics. I would say he barely succeeded in making something unexpected of him, and failed making something uniquely him, because it's already familiar to another artist. Truthfully, the subject matter makes me question if he actually achieved the goal of making something unexpected of him. Is Bad Habits really all that different from any other Ed Sheeran song? It's just as dorky as the average Ed Sheeran song. It just has a dance beat under it this time. He strives for depth, but it just comes across vapid. What exactly are Ed Sheeran's bad habits, you might ask? My bad habits lead to late nights ending alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know, swearing this will be my last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to wide eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. So his bad habits lead to him talking to strangers, presumably in a club or public setting during the nightlife. Isn't that just a normal part of going to the bar or clubs, is to mingle with people? I feel like the buildup of the song alludes to there being these major heart-wrenching ideas of his bad habits, like maybe drug usage or cheating, but it leads to him talking to strangers, which is at worst a little lame, at best normal, like welcome to 2021. People do that on the internet all the time. So I don't even think he really nails The Weeknd's lyrical trope. While After Hours was a clear tribute to the 80s coupled with Abel's real-life trouble, Ed Sheeran reads as his corny antithesis. And it is clear that whatever direction he is headed in, or at least for this track, it is blatantly inspired by Abel.